just went into the bathroom and there's like 5 different cat toys in the shower. Like, where did they even come from? Okay, so this is my Clicky and Cassie episode. I am trying. Every episode I'm gonna have Elvis's face become whiter and whiter as he gets older and older. Since he had a gray face when I bought him. And now he has a white face because he's a white face. By the end of this by the end of season 2, I would have introduced Chrissy. By the end of season 3, I would have introduced Jordan and Opal, since I got them less than a month apart. Well, at least that's what I'm planning. Lucky will come in. I've not figured out when Lucky will appear. And Skittles will appear later on. In a few seasons later, Skittles does not show up. So back to all of my OCs. This is my new one, Flamey. Flamey is a male ringneck. He belongs to the Fighters series. And this is Fighters episode 2 that I'm currently working on. As you can see, the killers had a little upgrade. Their hands and their arms and legs are no longer little sticks. I have also worked on the floor's lava meme. Eventually, this intro update. I plan on the next season when I once again update the intro, I will have added Skittles in here because I have plenty of room for another bird in there. Definitely, I do not. Do you think we can fit another cockatiel in there? No. No. I cannot fit another cockatiel in there. It's too small of a space. I'd have to make all these birds a bit smaller. Either that or make the picture frame itself. Bigger. Look at this. The birds are floating. Look at that. It is all floating. So yeah. Skittles will be added to the intro eventually. Jordan might have to be moved. Jordan's gonna have to be moved, further away from the cockatiels. She does not like Elvis, and I highly doubt she'll take to Skittles. So, Jordan might have to be moved to the other side of the budgies. Jordan might have to move over here. Chrissy will move. No. Opal, Chrissy. And then the other 3 budgies. You know, I have to lay this out the exact way I would lay them out in real life. Depends on how well they get along. What was that notification? Webtoon? webcam. Okay. This is the biggest issue I have. I have to pair them up. I have to pair up the birds. These two got along just fine. In fact, Jordan was the first one that Lucky got along with. So I have to try to make it so all the birds are layered how they would be. Layered? Or where they would be in real life. Clicky Cassie never left each other's sides. These two, debatable. These two now, inseparable. This one also bonded with Elvis, never bonded with Opal. So these two cannot be next to each other. So maybe I can put Lucky in between these two and have Skittles beside Elvis. I'm having a lot of trouble with this, aren't I? No, add an extra layer just in case I accidentally exit out of it and be like, oh no, now I have to redo everything. I like all the budgies to be together in one big clump, like they are here. Although I also plan on adding Featherweight to the mix, my first bird. So Featherweight, Clicky. Maybe I should put them in order from when I got them. So Featherweight, Clicky, Cassie, Elvis, Chrissy, Jordan, Opal, Lucky, Skittles. Or I can put Featherweight, Clicky, Cassie, Chrissy, no. Lucky, Featherweight, Clicky, Cassie, Chrissy, Opal, Jordan, Skittles, and Elvis. I'd have to make a larger picture frame. I'd probably have to redo this entire background. Oh crap. Ooh. Imagine Dragons. I've always wanted to go to a concert. You can always watch the stream later, I guess. Anyway. Crap. Anyway. I'll also have a stream this weekend, anyway. So, yeah, hold on, let me go to a different one and get, if I just go here, and get picture frame. I'd like it to be small enough where I can still have the cages set up in the background. But this is just to show you what it would be, and it is crooked, but who cares? Just get the cat. I don't really care for Imagine Dragons, but I would have loved to see Maroon 5. Okay, so this is also crooked, but who gives a damn? So, Featherweight, Cookie, Cassie, you know what? Featherweight, Cookie, Cassie. Hey, I can't see. Chrissy. Okay, I've lost track of names. I have to add how many birds? And I don't have enough room for any of the cocktails. So that's Lucky, Featherweight, Clicky, Cassie, Chrissy, Opal, Jordan. Well, that wouldn't work, would it? Oh no. It's gonna take forever to try to find a way to fit all those birds together, but I'd find a way. I found a way to go from 5 to however many I have in my photo right now. So since the first one, I have added 2. So it went from 5 to 7. I think that's how it went. And Cassie has evolved quite a bit. Okay, so this is the intro.
Today I'm partnering with Garnier.
Whoops.
Today I'm partnering with Garnier Fructis to bring you this updo.
Yeah, I went from 5 to however many I've grown now. So 7. And they're planning on adding 1 more. So if I can find a way to fit 2, and oh, I had the cages in the background on the photo last time. This time I just have the cages in the background of the entire thing. So look at this intro compared to the newest intro. Right. Let's watch this. All of this. And now, if we go all the way to the newest intro, the music's already better. Give me a few seconds. Okay. Crap. Get rid of the dots. Okay, they're still on this layer. Honestly, I think it looks better with the cages in the background instead of on the photo. But also in the photo, two cages were swapped, weren't they? Crap. I just was there. I was just there. It was swapped, wasn't it? Yeah, it was swapped. And it also looked a lot better than what I did this time around. I mean, seriously, look at how messy this is. Like, this is even at an angle. This is not straight. Straight. Angle. Oh, God, what have I done to mess this up? This cage has seen better days. This cage just... And the words are making noise. Oops. Holy crap. Jordan, what just happened to your eye? Are you annoyed? Goodbye. There's a fourth layer. This layer is invisible. Okay, so this layer, cage. What? It's hidden by that, so I guess it doesn't matter. Well, now it's gonna bug me. It's gonna stare at me now. What? 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 That looks like this. What? 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 If I just go check out all this. Oh God. Guess it works, doesn't it? Okay, so the next coming episode is I'm just going to be explaining wing clipping. Since it's something that most new birds do. Most people do, new birds. I'm going to be having Elvis explain wing clipping, since he's the newest addition to this episode, and he already has clipped wings. This is Elvis's wings currently, by the way. But normally people just cut the first 7 flights. And this is true. So basically a lot of this is true. Well, all of it's true. I would not give misinformation about wing clipping, because it could end up hurting the bird. Then there's this. Doesn't hurt. You have no idea how much backlash I have for having clipped my bird's wings. They're like, don't clip their wings. It hurts them. Those people have absolutely no experience with birds. No knowledge at all. Except they know that if they have feathers, they fly, and they're not supposed to be in a cage. Domestic parrots should be in cages because they can't live on their own in the wild. That's why I have Elvis. That's why I have Elvis here explaining it. Because Elvis is the most behaved when I clip my bird's wings. He just sits there while I extend his wing and clip. So, this is true. The pet store did have messed wings here. So I ended up trimming the wings so they're fixed. Oh. And then there's this 7th feather, which is not clipped in these two, even though it should have been clipped. When I first got them, only the first 6 were clipped. So I only fixed those up because I didn't care. He already seemed to love me. So I was like, you know what? He could be flighted for all I care. But most people only trim the first 7. Some people trim the first 5, which I did not add in this video yet. Some people don't trim the 2 at all, which is how Elvis and Jordan are currently. Some people end up cutting into the secondaries. Some people end up cutting into the coverts, or give a messy cut, like the pet store did with Elvis. When you combine cutting into secondaries, coverts, and coverts, secondary coverts, which are the coverts over the secondary feathers, and mesh clippings, if you combine this, and this all together, you could end up with a bird that have no feathers, no flight feathers left. And I made this oversized winged bird. Although I only give 10 primary and like 6 secondaries and all these coverts. There are, I put the actual numbers in. So there are 10 primary flights, although most people only cut the first 7 or the first 5, or cut the 5 here, leaving the 2 end ones on intact. And there are normally 16 secondary feathers. I'm not drawing all those feathers. And then there's coverts that are covering all of those feathers. Normally people only cut up to the coverts, but I prefer to have a little bit of room left. That way I don't accidentally cut into the coverts. And then I have this explaining wing clipping. Wing clipping should always be the primaries, never coverts or secondaries, because that could end up with permanent damage. I don't actually know the reason behind why you should never cut into them, but I'm going to assume it leads to damage. You can find better diagrams online for wings. I just made this quick, snappy version. Trying to explain everything. And there are also tridaries over here at the end of the wing, but I preferred not to do that. And there are the secondary coverts and tri-direct coverts and so on. It just keeps going and going. But yeah, that's bird wings and wing clipping in a nutshell. Although it really should be better explained, because somebody could still very well make a mistake just by watching this. I advise people to have it done by a professional if you want your bird's wings clipped. Not do it yourself. I clip my own bird's wings. I have 2 years of wing clipping experience under my belt, so that it's fine if you have experience. But if you don't, I was wing clipping since before I learned about the internet. Before I learned, oh, I should not have cut those feathers. Then I learned. Then Elvis had a happier life than the three budgies before him, because he has a happier life. Because I can actually clip the wings properly. And pet stores, they always mess up bird flight feathers when clipping them. Luckily, my local Petco, which don't sell cockatiels, they haven't sold cockatiels for 3 years now. They have their birds' wings clipped by a vet. PetSmart, however, does it themselves, and a few of the local pet stores do it themselves. The one I got Elvis from, which is not local, about almost an hour away from me, in a different county, actually. It's nowhere near local. They clip them with birds' wings. This is what most pet stores do, or they could end up cutting into the secondaries, or into the coverts, or all of them combined, and eventually you'll end up with a bird with a completely damaged wing with absolutely no feathers. Kind of sad, really. A bird who does not have flight feathers, therefore it can't fly. Poor bird. Skittles is not clipped, but I am going to clip him, her, when Skittles comes home. I've also found a way to tell whether a Latino is a female or a male. It's all in the facial mask. Females have less of a facial mask than the males do. The males have a full facial mask, like Elvis right here. Females only have a partial facial mask. I wonder if I can find it. Yeah, I had to look up spellings. Here we go. The male here on the left has a full facial mask, while the hen does not. And up in the corner, adults, up in the corner you can see a full yellow mask, and hens just have a little mask, a little tiny mask. Young females have entire wing spots under their wings. Adult males have 0. Young males and adult females have partial wing spots underneath. The tails are the same as in normal mutations. No baron, no stripes. On the bottom of the tail for males is a solid color, while females do have the baron under their tail. Tell them what gender Skittles is. It's going to be hard. Would have been much easier if I went for a ring neck. Like, oh, look at this ring neck. Oh, look, it's a male. You can see the bright ring on its neck. Ring! No. Skittles is my Skittles, and Skittles is going to be Skittles, and Skittles, Skittles, Skittles. I feel like having some Skittles right now. Skittles, Skittles, Skittles. So I should have paid closer attention, actually. I really should have. What to do? Well, there's nothing to do.